The reveal of the 6th generation Rav4 should be happening in the next few months. Take that with a grain of salt. It may or may not, but I have a good feeling about it, and I'm not going to share anything more than that. There's actually a spy shot, or should I say a leak. It's not a spy shot this time. There's a leak going on right now, but I don't know if it's a real leak, and I don't know if it's the real design. So if you guys don't want to be potentially spoiled for the new design of the Rav4, this is, well, your time to click away. Again, I don't know if this is real or not. Okay, this is supposedly from China. Just keep in mind that just because that this is a Chinese link doesn't mean that our car will, or our Rav4 would look like this. Now, for example, if you look at the Camry looks a little bit different in China than it does here, even though it's on the same platform, same technology. They have different bumpers, different lights, different technology on the inside. I shouldn't say same technology. They have different screens and stuff on the inside, different user interface. So here's your last chance to click away. Let's talk about this. This potential leak came out of China, apparently out of the dealer board meeting there. Now there's the American dealer meeting going on right now too. All right, dealer association meeting. All right, so I'm seeing this over at Car Expert in Australia. I'm seeing this, I saw this actually first on Creative 311, which is a scoop site in Japan. And it's also over, I mean, this is a different, I have not seen this image. This looks a bit interesting, and you can see it's photoshopped here. So we're not going to refer to this picture over at Reddit because they probably used AI to remove the original watermark, this one, and it doesn't look quite right. It looks like AI had to fill in the daytime running light here. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare this potential leak to spy shots as well as what we have from Best Car. Now, Best Car, they get an early look at these vehicles from the manufacturers. Best Car is a scoop site out of Japan, and then they try their best to recreate it based off of memory. They're not allowed to take photos. They're not allowed to scribble it down. These are just my guesses. Scribble it down in front of the vehicle. Toyota gives them a sneak peek. I've been given sneak peeks before. I was given a sneak peek for the new Prius. And I was given a sneak peek for the Crown as well, and maybe some other models. All right, those are just come off the top of my head. So just keep that in mind, that some of these designs from Best Car are from firsthand accounts. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up the potential leak here and compare apples to oranges, kind of what we're going on. So we're starting to piece this vehicle together. Here is what Best Car thinks it's going to look like, and here's what this potential, take it with a grain of salt, take everything with a grain of salt today. Both of these designs could be wrong. That's a possibility. Both of these could be very wrong. All right, Hammerhead Design is what both of them are saying. Now, my gut's telling me that this is not fake, the top one. And the reason is because there's this vehicle down below, which is the Chinese, I believe it's a Chinese 3-row EV that they're making there. Let me pull that up real quick. I'm pretty certain that it's this vehicle, the BZ Flex Space. That's what this thing is down below. I could be wrong, right? Could be wrong. I can only see a portion of the car, but I think that's what this vehicle is. It looks like it might actually have some LiDAR on top. But I think I have one more image of the BZ Flex Space. Yeah, and this is just the concept, so maybe this is the production version. Right? It's possible. It's possible that's what this vehicle is. All right, so let's get rid of the BZ Flex Space. It's hard to say, and talk about again this potential leak. The wheel arches here are very similar to the current wheel arches on the Rav4. Now the Rav4 is going to have an evolved, or should I say a modified and updated K platform. So it's still on the K platform. It's just going to be updated just like the Camry was. Now this new K platform should allow for a better application of plug-in hybrids and application of a fully battery electric variant. All right. So this grille and this Hammerhead Design is kind of accurately presented here. However, we see on this model, we have fog lights. There's no fog lights here. We see a different wraparound curve on the best car and a honeycomb grille compared to, well, this kind of is honeycomb. If you look at it, it's like the bottom portion of the hexagon has been filled up. So it is, yeah, we're pretty close there. There are a lot of similarities between the two. All right. Now I'm gonna deviate from this guy, or maybe I should, can I make it real small? There we go. We'll do that. And then we're actually going to pull up another spy shot image. This was spy shotted in Colorado, I believe. Can I say that this vehicle is this vehicle? Well, I mean, this could be AI generated. This could be AI generated above based off of these two images kind of put together. This is the most accurate thing we have to go off of here, is the camouflage prototype, assuming that this is the RAV4. I don't understand why it wouldn't be the RAV4 because it shares a very similar window line. Okay, so let's start at the front. We'll do our best here and then work our way back. All right, so looking at the front of the vehicle, or the spy shot vehicle down below, it does look like it has that hammerhead design. Now, notice how the bumper here is pretty rounded. Where on this Chinese dealer meeting leak, it's very edgy. Now, just keep in mind, that doesn't dispel this one up top as being fake, because they have different designs for the Chinese market. Like I mentioned, the Camry's front end looks different than our Camry front end. All right, so that doesn't dispel this. Now, we seemingly have the hammerhead wraparound headlights here that we have kind of similar on, if you look at the, not the Camry, because the Camry's different, but maybe the Prius. We look at the Prius kind of lobster claws, and that's what Best Car was showing here, was more of that lobster claw. However, the lobster claw headlight here, and again, that can change on regen. All right, the Chinese headlights can look different than our headlights. You can see that the daytime running light here kind of flows into a bezel, or it flows into the bezel into the Toyota logo. Where on this model, it's awfully similar, but the light is way bigger and way more macho looking. The light here looks more congruent with the current RAV4's daytime running light, I would say. Now, the hood design is very similar. If you look at this chunky portion at the edge, that's very similar to the current RAV4 as well. All right. Now, let's slowly move down. The Toyota logo on the render is just a guess. This is a much smaller Toyota logo here. Toyota, if you look at the Prius and the Crown, for example, the logos are getting they're kind of facing the air. If you look at older Toyotas, they're kind of like a nose, or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer sort of logo in the front of the vehicle, but they're all being slid up, kind of facing the sky a little bit. And so this seems to be more accurate, I would say, than what this one looks like down below. And if we were to look, is that enough space for a Toyota logo to fit right here? It could be. It could be. So that's a possibility. All right. Also, the bi-LED headlights right here, you can't see it because of the Chinese script. Let's move down. Let's talk about the grille. Actually, this grille design right here looks more similar to this. Kind of like a half, or you have the hexagon pattern, but half of it, the bottom portion of the hexagon shapes, is filled up, and that looks to be what we're seeing down below. And moving down again, we have some horizontal slats here for the bottom grille, and it looks to be 1, 2, 3. We have 3. I don't know how to count that. Obviously, I can see without counting it individually. It looks like there's 3 here as well. Very interesting. All right. Now, these chunky portions on the edge, these macho chunky portions, this is where the design looks to be quite different. Now, camouflage is going to hide it, but the camouflage, notice how there's like a curve here. Maybe it looks more congruent with what we have from Best Car. All right. But this whole area seems to be more of a mystery. I can't really say without a shadow of doubt which one it follows more. It seems to be more of this design, all right, than the top design. Very strange. Now, a blank license plate, is that a clue that this could be fake or real? I have no idea. And you would think there would be a Toyota or it would say RAV4 or something right there, but it's just blank, which makes me question it a little bit. Wheel design. Well, this could change on region. Now, this is a badge right here. This is the Beyond Zero logo. And I think it says HEV. This is just me guessing, all right? It looks like it's shorter than, it looks like it's 3 letters, HEV. They also have BEV, all right, Beyond Zero logos. And they also have PHEV, Beyond Zero logos. Remember, the RAV4 has dropped the prime naming for North America. All right. How does that window line or the hood line look similar to this? Awfully similar. Awfully similar. Look where the hood goes up here. Now, that's kind of where the hood goes up on the current RAV4. So there's not a lot of imagination going on here if this is a fake. All right, they didn't have to work too hard. Let's look at window line. Window line, it's pretty similar too. You see how the cut to the corner of the window goes below the hood line? That's happening here as well. So that's lining up. The mirror is lining up. Where is the mirror? On the bottom one, do I have a mirror? I don't, a little bit. That looks to be, they're just kind of using a current placeholder mirror from Toyota. All right, let's look at the back portion. It's hard to tell from the camouflage. Camouflage hides lines quite well, but if we look at the best car, there are some similarities. So if you look at the this line, the swooping line, remember, they're just trying to remember from memory and then they're jotting it down. And there's a line that comes down from the window line that folds down, or should I say cuts down to the middle portion of the door. Like it's similar. It's awfully similar, this line that goes right here. And then it kind of goes at an angle and then drops down again. Do we have confirmation of that line on this spy shot? The camouflage does an incredible job hiding any sort of side body line, but the light here does reflect off of the rear door and maybe quarter panel. And it's possible that it could be the same sort of design here, but again, it's just hard to say. Where the window creeps up here, this seems to be a harder edge, this portion right here. Where it seems to be a softer bend upwards, but it still has the same bend, just seems to be a little bit sharper on this potential Chinese leak. Roofline, I don't know what to say about it. There's camouflage going on, keep in mind. It's hard to say. It's also kind of in the shadow, and it's not really something we can maybe break down too much. Let's talk about the pillars, because the pillars are also telling. The B pillar, the window bezels here, looks about right. And even the render got that right down here. And then this kind of four-sided shape, would that be a trapezoid? Trapezoid sort of shape here. It looks to be the same on this Chinese leak. It could be generated by AI. It could be a dealer leak. And just because this is the design in China doesn't mean it would be the same design here. However, the body lines here would be the same. And potentially their idea to put the Beyond Zero logo on the side could be a design piece as well. We could get different headlights. We could get a completely different bumper. It's pretty convincing. Let me know if you guys think this is the RAV4, at least the RAV4 that China would be getting. I'm leaning on that it could very well be. I'm leaning on, and again, take it with a grain of salt, believe what you want to believe, but I'm kind of convincing myself that this is what the car will look like in China. What it will look like in America, maybe it looks a little bit softer. Maybe it looks a little bit softer like this. It wouldn't make sense to me because our market has more of a rugged RAV4 currently. And so you would think it would be more boxy, a little bit more macho like this one above. All right. But we'll see. I mean, the front bumper here seems to be a little bit softer looking, similar to what we have from this best car instead of this blocky, more edgy sort of bumper here. Time will tell, though. I think we're a few months away. I think the vehicle will be out by the end of this year. In fact, I have sources saying that it will be, but take that with a grain of salt. But I'm going to shut it down there. If you guys enjoyed the video, smash the like button. If I hear or see any updates on a potential RAV4 leak. I'll do my best to update you guys. Again, I have to be careful with how much I can communicate to you. But hey, who knows what this is? It could be AI. It could be an artist render. It could be a real genuine leak from a Chinese dealer meeting. I don't know, but it's fun to talk about. And it's definitely it gets me excited for the RAV. I like it. I think it looks cool. I like the looks of it. Some people might say, oh, it doesn't look macho enough. I don't know. You guys all have your own opinions, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I think it looks pretty cool. I'll catch you in the next one, and I'll see you in the comment section. Peace out.